Welcome back to my YouTube channel Car Review Motor. Today we are diving back in time to 1908, when automobiles were a luxury, and Henry Ford revolutionized the world with the legendary Ford Model T. Today we take an exclusive look at this historic machine from every angle. Let's begin. Here it is, the front view of the Ford Model T. The iconic brass radiator grille, round headlamps, and the simplistic yet charming design were a sight to behold in the early 1900s. Unlike today's cars, the Model T had no front bumper, just a sturdy metal frame built for durability. Notice the large, exposed front axle and thin, spoked wheels wrapped in solid rubber tires. The hand crank at the bottom was used to manually start the engine, a true test of patience and strength back in the day. Now let's move to the rear. The back of the Model T is as simple as its front. A small, round taillight, a minimalist trunk space, and a classic horseless carriage shape. Unlike modern cars, there was no trunk lid, just an open area behind the seats for storing essentials. Here, we get a glimpse of the solid rear axle and leaf spring suspension, which provided a surprisingly comfortable ride on the rough roads of the early 20th century. Simplicity and practicality were key design principles of the Model T. The Model T's side profile showcases its high ground clearance, large spoked wheels, and open fender design. This allowed it to travel through dirt roads and uneven terrain with ease. Its lightweight body was crafted primarily from wood and steel, making it sturdy yet manageable. Notice the small, external door handles and the running board beneath the doors. This board wasn't just for looks. It made it easier to step inside, especially given the high seating position. Now, let's take a look at the interior, starting with the front seats. The front seats of the Model T are simple yet functional. Covered in leather or vinyl, they provided a basic level of comfort. Unlike modern cars, there were no adjustable seat positions or headrests, just a straightforward bench-style seat. Take a look at the pedals. Unlike today's layout, the Model T had a unique three-pedal system. One for engaging the clutch, one for reversing, and one for braking. The large, spindly steering wheel required effort to turn, but it gave drivers full control over the vehicle. Moving to the back, we see the rear bench seat, similar in design to the front. There wasn't much legroom, but in an era when cars were a novelty, passengers were simply grateful for a ride. Notice the small rear window and the simple, functional upholstery. There were no luxury features, just a practical space for additional passengers. Now, let's take a look at the heart of the driving experience. The dashboard. The dashboard of the Model T is as basic as it gets. A wooden panel, a speedometer, and a few levers were all a driver needed to operate this machine. The ignition switch and throttle lever were mounted on the steering column, giving the driver complete control. Unlike modern automatic or manual transmissions, the Model T used a planetary gear system, controlled by a hand lever and foot pedals. Driving one of these required skill and patience, but once mastered, it was an unforgettable experience. The Ford Model T was more than just a car. It was a revolution. Put the world on wheels, changing the way people traveled forever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into automotive history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more classic car content. See you next time.